Are we rolling?
All right, my name is Bluey Tomo, and this is the Tomo Hour.
The what hour?
The Tomo Hour. So today we're going to discuss about the 12 years I spent in penitentiary. And a lot of bad things happen to you if you have no boundaries as a man in prison. I got raped. I listened to a man get raped for weeks.
It's almost worse.
It was, listening to him was tough.
Because it just gives you PTSD of all of your prior rape.
Yeah, and I'm a real blokey bloke, and it's hard.
Absolutely,
getting raped.
Of course.
And I
wouldn't wish it upon my worst friend of me.
I started trading my cellies bussy for darts. And
I told Johnny I has to do an Australian accent for the entire podcast, but I'm starting to realize I don't understand a goddamn thing you're saying.
I'm chuffing darts.
No, you have to keep it going though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Smoko in about a second.
Okay. What? What the fuck is he saying?
You don't know the lingo? You got to learn all the lingo.
I don't know the lingo. I can't do Australian. I could do quasi do British, but I cannot.
Do British. Oh, this is gonna be great.
It depends, like what part. Do we want to go to London? Do we want to go like real dirty? We want to go like Camden, where Amy Winehouse and Adele and like Russell Brand and whoever.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think if you want to do like an authentic, or do you want to do like the really proper, like Harry Potter? They went to the dialect coaches and they had to take dialect coaches so they don't sound like trash. And then there's the Queen's English, which is, oh my god, anyways.
You want to know my English accent?
Yeah, do your British.
My Australian accent's like, and then my English accent's like, you want a 2-pence stage traveller?
Just go Cockney. Can I have more?
You want a toad in a hole?
Please, can I have more porridge? Please.
Ooh, did Matilda come out?
No, but you know what did come out is Babylon, baby.
Oh, how was it?
Just not good. I'm so sorry, not good. Very engaging, highly engaging. You know what? I have so many thoughts on this. I was very excited. I've always been a defender of Damien Chazelle. Where others, jump to critique him, I try.
You like pageantry?
I try to, because I understand his whole thing in that he's really, I don't even know how to break down my thoughts on this. Whiplash is one of the best movies of all time.
Wait, is the guy did Whiplash?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. Whiplash is one of my favorite movies of all time. So when I saw that movie, I left the theater thinking like, what a fucking experience that I will never... Yeah. I mean, truly, that movie in theaters was incredible. The sound mix, everything about that movie was phenomenal. And you were so, so, so highly invested in what happens to the outcomes of J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller. And you really, really, truly are invested. Even the girlfriend. I mean, you're just like invested in the whole fucking thing. But... La La Land, actually I didn't hate as much as everybody else hated it. I had a lot of problems with it, but I mostly appreciated, I like if somebody really understands what's mesmerizing about LA and Hollywood and they're able to really convey that through the screen. And I think he's really talented in the way that his vision for movies, I think, is really talented. And it's a little outlandish and ridiculous. But my problems with La La Land were, which there were many, but the story... not invested. Emma Stone, that one scene, she practically, I think she won the Oscar for the scene where she, cries about her dead aunt or whatever. And, you've never met this aunt. We barely even know this bitch. And, we're supposed to be... And I'm pretty sure she, won an Oscar for that scene and she's bawling her eyes out. You're not invested in the characters. Ryan Gosling, is... You're always invested in Ryan Gosling.
Love
so,
Ryan.
Who doesn't? If it weren't for him... he's incredible in it. But... I don't know, you just don't, it doesn't, but the music, incredible, cinematography, beautiful, the musical element of it just kind of, I don't really care for as much, but Justin Hurwitz, who did the music and the composing, he was phenomenal. So there were a lot of great elements to it. I didn't totally hate it, but I didn't totally love it. This though, Babylon was supposed to be his magnum opus. And in fact, somebody told me that it was. I completely disagree. I think it was really grandiose and over the top. And all I kept thinking about the entire time is, my God, how much money and resources went into this movie.
Oh, it looked insane.
For a 37-year-old guy who himself is not that seasoned as a director. I mean, he obviously is very talented and good. He's created one of the best movies ever, but after that first success of Whiplash, I don't know. The other two, while critically lauded or whatever, really didn't land with me. And Babylon even less so than La La Land. And again, shot really beautifully. Justin Hurwitz, who I think is one of the most talented composers, he's in the score is absolutely amazing. Amazing. No complaints there. They both have an appreciation for jazz, clearly. They really got the 1920s jazz stuff right. But they didn't actually, I'm watching Boardwalk Empire, which also takes place in the 20s, and I think does a much better job, although in a different coast, of portraying the 20s. This, I think, kind of, I wanted to see more of LA in the 20s. I wanted to see, and I guess there's not a whole lot to see.
Yeah.
But the characters you didn't feel much sympathy for, which I think is really imperative that there's some sympathy for the characters. I think he probably purposefully, or I guess maybe the defense would be purposefully made them unsympathetic because a lot of Hollywood actors are
the demons,
very unsympathetic characters. Yeah. But I mean, that's not really what happened. It did try to garner sympathy with you. There's like definitely moments where it really tried to garner sympathy, and that fell flat for me. Margot Robbie, amazing performance. I felt bad for Brad Pitt's character, but you know, I chalked that up to him being a great character. And actually, Jean Smart had like an amazing scene where she like tells, but she's the woman that does Hacks. That show yeah, and whatever. So again, too big of an ensemble cast. Of course, we have appearances from various SNL cast members. We're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Here's my other biggest problem. It's not just the lack of sympathy for the characters who were absolute sociopaths, except for the main character. I will say this one guy, this Latin Hispanic actor, I think his name is, I don't even know his name. I've never seen him in anything. He was unbelievable. Gave a performance of a lifetime for kind of a nothing story, which is unfortunate. Happens a lot, but he was amazing. But the other big part is it really tried to be funny. It tried to be funny, and you shouldn't try to be funny when you're not funny. You know? Yeah. Just like with Damien Chazelle kind of reminds me of Sam Levinson in that, like, I prefer, I mean, they're doing different things, shows, movies, very different. But, like, the style is there. The stylistic elements of it are there. It's the narrative.
No, you can't do that.
It's the story that's lacking. It's the sympathy for the characters that's lacking. It's the depth that you want to go a little deeper, and it doesn't ever quite get there, but it makes a lot of artistic attempts, and so it feels like it's navel gazing. It feels a bit, you know, like they're really self-involved and like over romanticizing Hollywood when you're not really giving us a story that good Hollywood productions are supposed to give you. It's just grandiose. It's just big. It's just loud. It's just a lot. And like that in and of itself is supposed to be enough to satiate the appetites of those who are looking for a phenomenal film, and entirely too long, in my opinion.
How long was it?
Entirely too long. Yeah. And then at the end, there's some weird compilation of like all the movies in Hollywood. I'm like, yeah, that's great, but it's like, I could YouTube that. Like, can we stop, themselves
please?
On
the back. It's just shut the fuck up.
Exactly, dude. And that's really what it is. It's like, I'm all for movies about Hollywood when they're great, but when they're not good, dude, is anything more obnoxious?
If you pulled fucking Robert Evans out of the 60s and put him in a movie studio right now, God rest his soul, and, you know, he would be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Robert Evans. I'm sorry.
He produced The Godfather.
Oh, this guy. Isn't he the guy that got in the war with Coppola, right?
Kid
and they exchanged a bunch of really funny and eloquent, well-written, like, this is before Twitter, so they were having like a Twitter war over like postcards or some shit, and it became publicized. It's been very funny.
Also, there's this great apparently there was this underground brothel in Hollywood.
Oh,
it was what that
just one.
It was what LA Confidential was kind of based on, but they were making the hookers look like starlets. And apparently, it was this famous
Actually, never
madame.
seen LA Confidential.
Fucking great movie.
I know. I'm sure
there's this famous madame. And Robert Evans never. Apparently, the FBI. Me saying madame.
Yeah, just the way.
There's a famous madame. And Robert Evans, they have a recording of Robert Evans calling her, and apparently she answers the phone and goes, "What the fuck do you want?"
That's great.
He's like the most powerful producer. He saved Paramount Studios. But
oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what my favorite part about Whiplash was?
What?
When he said, "I'm gonna fuck you like a pig."
That's why I just saw that upstairs. That's so funny.
That was so funny.
There's so many. I mean, the whole movie is just by the way, I will say, for all its faults, Babylon did keep me very engaged the entire time. Eyes fully glued to the screen, but that's just, I think, because I was like waiting for something to get me back. I mean, there's scenes that are okay, but it's like nothing really lands. And I think it's because it really tries to be funny in a lot of the scenes, and that really doesn't work.
The problem is, and I think there's a severe lack of fun movies. So like,
that's right.
Back in the day, you would have like a bunch of fun movies, and then a movie like Babylon would come out, and it would kind of like take you out of the fun movie zone.
Right.
And, like,
now you're entering a different world.
All the fun movies are Marvel films, and they're essentially just like dog shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's lowering the quality of those movies that would pop out.
Then you crave something like a Babylon.
Yeah, back then you had Jurassic Park, which is a great fun movie. The Mummy, great fun movie.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, for all these fun movies. Forrest Gump wasn't really a fun. It was fun. It was serious though. You know, Jenny died of AIDS.
Spielberg is at like the crossroads of like a fun movie.
Yeah.
And a cheesy movie, and then also like tries to be deeper too, which it has made amazing movies.
What was the year that Jurassic Park came out? And they had like a list of movies that came out that year. And
I don't know. I saw Jurassic Park for the first time 2 years ago. To be honest with you,
how did you? What did you think about it? Wow.
I don't care.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Fucked up.
The dinosaurs. It's enough.
You
and
Dev have like the opposite like film tastes that I have.
No, he showed it to me. I mean, I just wasn't. Yeah. And by the way, I'm sure like at the time the CGI was like amazing, but it's dated. It still holds up. You know, I like Laura Dern, and I love
Laura Dern. She was like one of my first crushes.
Even that's the chaos theory scene, I was like, all right.
That's why I like tall girls. Laura Dern.
Laura Dern rocks. Have you seen Citizen Ruth?
No, but I want to. Did you watch Bullet Train that came out recently?
I have not.
Brad Pitt, good little fun movie.
Okay,
fun movie.
But now there is no distinction anymore between like fun and like there's. It's all kind of just fun at this point.
To TV.
That's right.
So
that's
all the fun stuff you get is now TV. Like all the fun stuff, like The Mandalorian, which is a decent.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Decent show. Which is a decent, or like Andor, which is a decent, fun.
Is the Mandalorian? Is that the one with the baby?
The baby Yoda.
Yeah. So cute. Yeah.
So like, yeah, very cute.
I just never. So like I would have watched it actually. That's the only Star Wars thing I would have watched.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing Disney has.
Through, like, an episode,
Disney has collapsed in 5 years. Disney is fucking. Disney may die because of this.
I don't know.
Disney may be dead. Disney is not making any money.
I don't know.
I'm
not really going to appraise the rest of
besides
Disney's...
The Mandalorian has Disney put out in the last 5 years?
The fuck do I know? Because I don't watch any of it.
Exactly. You should know everything Disney's putting out because you used to. That's why. Disney
when I was 7, I mean, I barely knew
Wall-E
then.
would come out once a year, whatever the fuck. And
I didn't watch that shit either. No offense, I'm sure it's great, but it's like that stuff never. Everybody even was like, "Up was so amazing," and it was. But it's like, can we stop, please? It was amazing. It really was incredible. But it's like, I'm an adult. Like, what am I going to sit around and watch fucking cartoons? I didn't even like Inside Out.
Well, you don't understand.
Inside Out was annoying too. About some bitch that like she was like this little kid like living in a brain, like upset that she like had to move from Minnesota to San Francisco. Which what a gift from God to get to leave Minnesota and go to San Francisco. At least maybe back not anymore.
Great town.
But now you'll get killed by homeless zombies. But at the time, anyways, I just don't care about cartoons.
Well, but the thing is, you're missing something here in that cartoons are made so that they are watchable by children and adults because it's always adults accompanying their children to watch the cartoons. Watch old episodes of SpongeBob.
Most adults aren't that bright.
I know, but watch old episodes of SpongeBob. There's going to be jokes in SPongebob that are meant for adults and not children.
No, SpongeBob's incredible. Please.
Yeah, SpongeBob kicks ass. But it's
way different.
Watch Iron Giant. There's shit in Iron Giant that's meant for adults.
I've actually always wanted to see that.
Oh my God, we should. I cry every time I watch Iron Giant. I got emotional today watching something.
Really?
I cried today watching something.
Something tells me that it just doesn't take a lot to get you
I cry. Well, it's specific. I watched the new Last of Us on HBO.
Oh, I watched that last night.
Oh shit, let's talk about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you like it?
By the way, I wish that was Babylon because I walked away from that saying I wish I saw this in a theater. Like,
really?
Yes, dude. Because
I was a big fan of the video game.
I will say Chazelle belongs in film. He's stylist, Damien Chazelle, director.
Okay,
he's incredible. I just was thinking yesterday because I had just seen Babylon the day before that, and then I saw The Last of Us, and I was like, this is fucking.
It's pretty good.
I was like, this is fucking riveting. Like, this is absolutely.
It makes The Walking Dead look like shit.
Terrified, dude. No, when I tell you, I was the most annoying viewer of anything. Watching that because I don't really watch. I like oh, dude,
it's spooky.
I just thought of you, by the way.
I'm always getting fungus.
He's always got something.
If Last of Us happened, I'd be dead in a heartbeat. Let's put it that way.
Something tells me I'd survive.
No, you and Devin would die immediately. You guys would. Well, first of all,
why are you lumping us together?
Because you two are two peas in a pod. It would be a murder suicide.
No,
if anything.
dude,
Devin would shoot you and then shoot himself.
That is right.
That's the first thing. Number two, you guys need like Erewhon and Lululemon. You need all the lawns.
Lululemon.
You need all the lawns to survive, and I would live.
John.
I would thrive because
Well, you know
what
what? I know it means a lot more to you that in this hypothetical we agree that you would win. So I'm just gonna let you.
No,
have
you got.
it.
Where would you go immediately?
Where would I go?
Yeah, to my house.
No, I wouldn't.
Devin and you would flee to my home.
I maybe would. You know what? When COVID, do you know what? When COVID
idiots.
happened, it was the one thing where I was like, oh my God. I said John was like so dramatic when he was talking. You talked about COVID before anybody else. He knew, you were at the forefront, dude. Something tells me you were working with Fauci. I don't know how the fuck you knew about that shit so early.
3 months.
But you were talking about it way before. You're like, there's this thing.
I was talking about it in October.
And you were so, as you always are, you're so jubilant in the way you, disseminate news that somehow you're privy to for literally nobody knows how. But you're just like, yeah, this COVID thing, man, it's like really wrecking parts. It's coming for us. Everything is going to shut down. You think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But then you change the subject so fast. Everybody's just like, that's just John being John. And then what do you know? The world as we know it.
I told them to buy food.
Ended over.
Because people were laughing at me at the grocery store. I was buying emergency food for my mother. Because I was like, listen, I'll die, but Mama's staying. Yeah, okay. And I bought her a 10-pound bag of rice. Nobody got a 10-pound bag of rice. I got her toilet paper. Remember we had toilet paper?
That's true.
I got everything from my mama. Made sure my mama was good. Love you, Mom. And then she listens to this.
Sounds like an R&B song. I did it for my mom.
Yeah, I made sure it was so fun. I put a little
a country song.
Here's the thing. I put a little care package here. I care about people in my life, so I put a little care package. Emergency. I made sure she had crackers and cheese because she loves crackers and cheese.
It's kind of trashy, John.
She loves crackers and cheese.
I mean, if it's like part of an MRE kit, I get that.
Wallace and Gromit loves crackers and cheese.
Were you making an MRE kit for your mom?
Yeah, I was making I got her all the things I think she'd like that was shelf stable, and I got her like $130 worth of shelf stable food. It would have lasted her for weeks, and I was like, if anything goes down, you fucking wait for me.
Right.
Yeah. At this time, it was just me and me.
You were secretly hoping something would go down so you could come out the big savior.
Well, the thing is I got homies that you don't have.
Homies.
I got homies that you don't have that have arms. That have spare arms. That would give me an arm.
You don't know the people I know.
Who do you know, dipshit?
I'm not gonna disclose that information here.
You know somebody from Hollywood? What do you got? Some Hollywood friends?
Oh no.
Oh.
We'll discuss it after.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's compare. Let's compare connects because I got so many connects.
Why would I reveal my connect? Because then
reveal your connect to me. I'll reveal my connect to you.
It renders them unusable in the future.
I got connects that can ruin people's lives.
I don't doubt it, John.
Ruin
mine,
lives.
Namely.
Oh, yeah,
probably.
Easily.
Yeah.
No, but Last of Us.
Last of Us. Well, it's crazy that they finally made a movie about a show about the LA homeless crisis. It's really actually I've been waiting for a good Hollywood flick where they reveal some of the hard truths.
Yeah.
Which is that when you shoot up heroin for 3 years, some odd years straight, you kind of turn into this animal.
Yeah. I want your opinion because I played both the video games and they were very good and it was controversial. I like the second one.
I forgot it was a video game.
It was a video game, but it was from
how much? Could I make anything into playing that on Twitch?
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Dude, you can.
I might have to restructure the business model that doesn't exist here.
Good God,
I was gonna just make a Patreon.
I'm surprised you haven't. The funny thing. Let's.
No, I really want to. I just wanted to make sure I was really consistently. By the way, I really do want to start a Patreon. I'm starting a Patreon. I wanted to make sure that my uploads were very consistent before I did that, so that I could guarantee that I'm not wasting anybody's money here.
Let's talk about Gamer Girl Ida, which is a funny thing. I don't know many.
I do love Half-Life 2.
Wild, right? Listen to that, fellas.
Oh, were you about to tell them that I actually have
no. You have a street pass of video games, which is hilarious.
People do react very well when I say that's the best video game I've ever played.
I mean, but the thing is that's a very. I'm not okay. Listen, I'm not
I still have dreams about Half-Life 2.
I'm not some nerd. You know what I mean? But that's a very good answer. When people are like, "What's the best video game ever made?" Half-Life 2 is.
Well, here's the thing. I haven't played necessarily that many video games, so the ones I have played, so to me, that's the bar.
Half-Life 2 is the Jurassic Park of video games.
because that's. There were a few. I played like the Tekken. I just played whatever my cousin gave me as a hand-me-down because he gave me his PS2 because he upgraded to some Xbox, whatever.
Yeah.
He gave me the PS2, so I got all the games that he got, and then obviously there's the desktop version which I also played, which is I think from if my memory serves me right, that's the original one, and then but I've never played the first Half-Life, so I do eventually want to go back and play the first one. I'm sure, yeah, but the second one just, I mean, it fucking rocked my world.
Counter-Strike was people may drag me for this, but I believe Counter-Strike was a Half-Life mod. Like Counter-Strike, one of the best. Counter-Strike is one of the most popular first-person shooters of all time, multiplayer shooters.
You know what I wasn't very good at? I only played it once, but Halo's
really good.
I wasn't good at it, so I was very upset with
surprising. If you're good at Half-Life 2 and you sucked at Halo.
Well, Half-Life 2, I worked for it. I mean, it was like I had to, because it's not like it was not an overnight. I had to figure out I didn't even know what the buttons were on the controller.
Goodbye, Mr. Freeman.
Oh my god. Oh god, dude. My friend Alexa and I, we played it for like a whole summer. Like we were addicted to it.
That's adorable.
We were in the 6th grade. We were 12 years old. And it was so amazing that I eventually went and I played the PC version on my own. And dude, we stayed up probably till 4 in the morning. We had like blisters on our fingers.
Damn.
Do you know do you ever get blisters from? We do. I think that was from Tekken because we were really going at it with Tekken. Yeah, we were doing crazy shit. We're just trying to figure out what the fuck button was what. But we just ate ramen noodles and played fucking video games. So we played like Half-Life 2, and then we would like go to Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing.
Do you?
I fucking.
Do you remember Cookie?
Dude, no. Well, there's so many villagers, but the thing is like, I'll be honest with you, dude. Like low key,
I hope I didn't disconnect.
Low key, if anyone wants to buy me a goddamn Nintendo Switch, and
why did it need Nintendo DS? Remember that shit?
That shit was crazy with the fucking 3D screen. If you want to buy me Nintendo Switch, and then I'll just secretly, she'll play Half-Life 2 on Twitch. Dude, I really do want to go back and play it again. I just wonder if that should be a solitary experience that I have for myself because I love the game so much, or if I should exploit myself for my own gain. Yeah, I think you should just do Twitch. Okay. Get in with the Twitch crowd. That will blow this up. Number one. Number two.
Oh, do you think it would? I should start making clips. I should really up my game here.
I'll make like a conspiracy theorist, ATF hating Animal Cross villager.
What's ATF?
Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
Okay.
It's a federal agency.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make kind of a survivalist,
let's be. You're doing some gay van life villager.
Shit. Yeah, but in Animal Crossing, and I'll put that on Twitch, and it'll be fun, and I'll torment other people's towns, right?
Oh yeah.
But I'll give everyone peaches.
Okay.
Trading fruit was great.
Oh, dude, yeah. Remember Farmville? That was Facebook.
Farmville sucked.
Well, it was good for a minute. It was, Animal Crossing is incredible. Dude, you know what, though? I really fucked with Sims.
Sims was Sims is too much for me. Too complicated.
Sims on a GameCube.
I played Resident Evil 4 on that. Dude, GameCube kicked ass.
I fucking Mario Kart.
Wind Waker, Zelda.
Oh my god, Zelda. Oh my god, I loved Zelda, dude.
All the guys are shitting their pants right now watching.
The guys like Zelda.
No, all the nerds in the comments section. They're like, Half-Life 2.
Oh my god, I played 2 of the Zeldas. There, I don't remember which. If I looked at the names, I would know which ones they are.
Zelda? The little cutie cartoon Zelda.
One of them was like the princess of fucking.
Wind Waker. Did you play Wind Waker?
How do I figure out like the Legend of Zelda? I don't think I did like the Waterworks version.
The Waterworks. Did you play it with the boat?
No.
You didn't play this one? This is the best one. This is the best Zelda ever made. And I'll argue that.
Maybe. I don't think I played this one.
This one kicked ass.
I would have remembered, I didn't do the Maritime Zelda.
The Maritime Zelda was the shit.
I did. What's the other ones? What are the other ones?
Very cute. Breath of the Wild. You didn't play that. You played, there was the shitty one on Wii. I didn't play it on Wii. You turned into a wolf. Twilight Princess.
Maybe that's what I played.
Yeah, because you're younger than me, so you probably played Twilight Princess. This one sucked.
Yes, I think I did play this.
Yeah, I didn't like this one.
But then there was another one that I played too. There were 2.
Did you play fucking Ocarina of Time?
Oh, I think so.
Everybody played Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. Just so I can make sure. I think so.
Yeah, was it the one with the mask? Majora's Mask?
Yes, this
one was really good, but I liked Wind Waker better.
I don't know the difference. Maybe it was one of those where they were like on grass, or what's the other one that you were talking about?
Majora's Mask.
No, I didn't even put the screen on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to take it off. God,
we got excited about games. We're gamers, dude.
Okay, so
we're tapping into our childhood. Majora's Mask.
I think I did play that.
That was just a sequel to Ocarina of Time, pretty much. Yeah, it was a spooky one.
Oh no, I didn't. I
Do you
played
remember?
the other one.
Do you remember?
I played this one, and then I played the other one.
Do you remember in Half-Life 2 the spooky town? It was called like Ravenwood or some shit. It was so scary. It's when the little remember the head crabs? It's when you first found the black head crabs that would bring you to 1 health point. Immediately.
I was like literally 14 the last time I played it. But hold on, say that again because I do remember a lot actually.
It's called like Ravenwood or some shit. It was like is it Raven.
Not for Zelda though, right?
Oh shit, that's right. Fuck. Sorry, I don't use this keyboard a lot because Ida would probably.
We're sorry that John's such a retard.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a mongoloid. Ravenholm.
Oh my god, yes, please read.
Ravenholm is spooky Half-Life
Oh
that
yes.
level where it's all dark.
Oh dude, yes.
So scary.
Yes, dude, I wanted each level to last forever, even though I wanted to beat them.
Remember the crossbow that had the rebar in it?
Yes,
that would
I
pin
do.
people up to shit?
I remember all the fucking guns I used, dude.
The SMG was the shit,
dude. And then there were the yellow blood that they would squirt out, scared the shit out. I remember.
Really?
I remember, dude. It was actually like. It was a journey for me because I had to overcome a lot of like fears because I remember thinking like, what is this, like a horror movie? I was terrified playing it. Yeah. But then I got so deep in, like you really feel like you're in that world.
Great sound effects. And also Half-Life 2 still looks good.
Half-Life 2 I don't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I don't play video games anymore. I don't do it anymore. But I really for about 2 years I was deeply addicted to them, and I had to stop eventually because it really was taking up a pretty big chunk of my time.
It's funny. It's like I haven't played a video game in probably 2 years, and before that I hadn't played a video game in probably 2 years. So it's like
we have phases. So you have to wean yourself off of it.
And it's like I got buddies that got PCs. I'd love to build a PC, but it's just like, dude, I don't have the time.
Right.
I can't have that. And it's funny because I could probably, you know what's sad is I could probably take all the time I spend scrolling.
Sure.
And just put that towards playing a video game.
But why?
Exactly.
That's where I always
what the fuck
end
is
up.
The point?
For me, it's like a video game is like I have to be on bed rest or like even then it's like
making money on Twitch.
That is right.
See, that's the ticket.
By the way, that's what it would take.
That's the next step.
That's what it would take. Or like, fucking I literally, I'm on bed rest and I can't leave the bed. Even then, it's like then you feel guilty for not reading a book or like doing something else.
My co-host on Gutter Oil, he made a PC rig that he could use in bed. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. He was in bed. A PC. It had a hook. He's a very lazy man. It had like a swing arm and like a TV screen and like he had a keyboard.
Is he paralyzed or something?
No, he's just really lazy. Okay. He's a great guy, but he's just one of the laziest guys I know. But yeah, you could do that.
That is a real commitment.
It was wild. Yeah, he has what he calls his dots.
Okay.
They're little red dots on his legs when he doesn't move.
This is where I start to have an aversion where I'm like, I'm never touching a video console again.
Exactly. Like, it's like there's something, I'll be real with you. You can't, I mean, I don't think women care about you playing video games as much. But I think there's something.
No, I care. That's why I kind of
listen. But I mean, if you came in
to a certain point, there should be a cutoff.
If you came in, me and Dev played a video game for 45 minutes, you probably wouldn't give two shits. But if you're there and your bitch is seeing you play video games,
it's never two guys playing for 45 minutes. It's always 5 hours. Addiction.
If your bitch sees you, there's something reptilian that happens in their head, and she's just like, you've stopped becoming a hunter and you start becoming a gatherer.
Well, you're now a convalescent. I mean,
yes.
that's essentially what it is. It's where you're just like, you should be out.
Yeah, your girl's gonna get taken.
Suddenly you're like, why aren't you hunting elk for us? Yeah. Suddenly your brain goes to the opposite, where you're like, why aren't you obnoxious in the other way?
So, gentlemen, play video games in secret. Okay. Play them in secret. Don't let anyone know you play video games ever.
I think you should only play them if you want to watch me play them for money.
There we go. Yeah. I can't wait till Ida's there going, thanks for the token.
See, I say this stuff, but then it's like you do it and you feel so like, you feel like you're prostituting yourself.
I could literally have my buddy build you a rig. He could build it. He'd order the parts for you, build it.
What is that?
A PC. Rig? A gaming PC. Oh. You set it up upstairs.
I thought you meant like an 18-wheeler.
An 18-wheeler. Yeah, he's going to build you. You're going to be like Smokey and the Bandit. I'm going to have a fucking Firebird and you'll have an 18-wheeler. He'll build you the PC and you can set it up upstairs and have a little other studio and just make more money.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, if this guy wants to do it.
I mean, you got to pay him.
I'm game.
He'll do it for free, but you just got to pay for the parts.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know about all that. Yeah, I guess. You mean he's not willing to do everything?
You want to see
for
Ida
me?
on Twitch? Donate to the Patreon. She'll take the Patreon money. She'll put it into a PC rig. then she'll play Skyrim for 15 hours straight on marathons, and then you can
Skyrim,
watch
I've
her.
heard of that.
It's the Elder Scrolls game. You can watch her be like a high elf running around.
You've always wanted to be a, what is it, a high elf?
Yeah, or something like that. Or she'll play Half-Life 2.
What a treat that would be.
She's just gonna play Half-Life 2 for 13 days.
I will
straight,
literally just play that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't really commit to anything else. Maybe Animal Crossing.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
Dude, we should both get Switches and play Animal Crossing.
Oh my
we can
God,
share
what
the
a
village.
dream. I would love to do that. I would really do. I've just kind of been waiting for the day that I sink right back into the quicksand that is video games. Because it is a deep, you become deeply addicted very quickly.
Once we start making a living off of this, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a lot more free time. I'll sit around. We'll limit ourselves to like once a week. We'll limit ourselves like once a week. We'll hang out.
John's favorite thing
is
to like really flesh out ideas that likely will never come to fruition.
Limit ourselves to once a week sharing Animal Crossing villages.
No, it sounds like lovely. I would love to do that. Yeah. But you also talk just as casually about us going and taking a trip to Rome.
Yeah, we all need to go.
That's also a pipe dream.
Wait till the whole crew goes to Rome.
I'd love to go to Rome. I would kill to go to Rome, but I also don't want to like fill my head with a bunch of fantasies so that I'm disappointed when they don't happen.
It's your mental image. It's your mental dream board. So like I have a mental dream board. So like
do you have a Pinterest?
No, but my other dream is we all go for Christmas. We all go to a cabin. We get a Daddy's Home 2 cabin.
Okay,
that's my big dream.
What was the awful Christmas movie you showed me though? That was like beautiful.
Daddy's Home 2.
Okay.
I'd love that cabin in Daddy's Home 2.
You know what it was? It was like the satisfaction from, I gotta turn this back on. I'm such a great producer.
Very good.
I see how I remember to do that, and then I lost my train of thought.
Daddy's Home 2.
It reminded me of The Holiday, which is a very aesthetic movie. Okay, there's a few good scenes of Jack Black and Blockbuster, whistling the score to Driving Miss Daisy. But otherwise, it's a terrible Nancy Meyers movie. But is wonderful in that it's house porn. Fucking, Airbnb, cozy cottage, winter ambiance. It's all of that.
It's in Blue Ridge.
What is this?
This is the Daddy's Home 2 cabin.
How the fuck did you already find this so fast? Why are you like an Airbnb wizard?
So
this isn't even Airbnb. This is some other site. Whatever. Oh, this is beautiful.
I know.
Reminds me of Aaron Paul's lovely cottage in Idaho.
Yeah. So what we'll do is it'll be like you, me, Dev, fucking Richie, Joey. We'll all be in the Daddy's Home 2
Do I get any say over the list?
Of people?
Yes.
None of your weird Hollywood party friends can come.
What is that supposed to mean?
None of your weird creepo Hollywood party. I don't want some spirit cooking.
You don't want anyone
on
successful
Christmas.
there.
I don't want any spirit cooking on Christmas, okay?
Spirit cooking, what is that?
It's the shit that John Podesta did with his fingers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. How could I forget?
But picture this. We wake up, cinnamon rolls, bacon. Like, we do it up. Like, I'm not going to make
your bolognese. That was so good.
I'll make the bolognese. Devin's tired of the bolognese. Everyone's tired of the bolognese. My girlfriend told me, you got to stop making the bolognese. I've made it too many times. It's all I do. I was like, I got to wait like 4 years, and then I'll remake the bolognese.
I'm not even responding to any of that because it's my opinion.
I'd have had bolognese once. Well, what I really need is a food processor to make it for you correctly. But we'll wake up, scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, cinnamon rolls.
See how he goes right into the fantasy? It's like he doesn't skip a beat.
Mental dream board.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs, sausage, maple syrup, pancakes. We got pancakes and waffles. I got a waffle iron. We're working the waffle iron.
Amazing.
Right? And then we have, or we get this catered. We'll get so we don't have to work. We just wake up and a catering guy.
What money are we going to do any of this?
All the money that we have from being successful podcast people, from our generous patrons.
So see, what's interesting is you're kind of a Wiccan, right? You're manifesting right now.
No. I'm a Christian through.
Which, by the way, I found out recently, all the manifesting shit is very witchcraft adjacent, which is why all these like retards in Hollywood.
Don't bring this in here.
Why? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ruining the fantasy. Ruining it with reality, which is these psychotic, people.
Praise the Lord. Okay, the Lord's going to bring this upon
Jesus is king, honey. Who you telling? Who you telling?
So, okay, Hollywood weirdos.
I got one of these godless thoughts out here. No.
Hell yeah.
I'm country. I can't stick to an accent.
I love Jesus.
I love Jesus.
And, sometimes you go to prison and I listen to a guy get raped for weeks.
Yes. Oh, that's really good. Honestly, it's like actually really good.
Blokey bloke.
Yeah.
But yeah, we stay in the cabin and breakfast is a big part of the fantasy. I don't even think about lunch or dinner. Of
course, dude. Breakfast is wonderful until after you eat it, and then you want to die.
I just want to have a day where I wake up and all my favorite people are there.
That's very
You know
sweet,
what I mean?
John.
That's the best part.
Really sweet.
It's like
I literally never have thoughts like that.
No, we all wake up together. We're all wake up. And I'm like, I'm like, Dev, Ida, want some coffee?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm making a pot of coffee.
No,
I'm making coffee. While in our jammies.
Fabulous. It's fabulous to dream, isn't it?
It's a sleepover.
You have to let kids dream. You have to let children and tiny little toddlers and you know people with lower intelligence. Yeah. You have to let them dream, right? Like because you know, otherwise what is there? Otherwise, really, what is there other than the knowledge of your own mortality?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, did we have anything we were going to talk about today? Because we're on fucking fire.
I don't know what's going on out there. I know that the home in Daddy's home too.
It's awesome.
I would love to see this home, this beautiful, lovely cottage, beautiful ambiance Christmas cabin. I would love to see it get raided by the fucking beasts in The Last of Us.
You know we're talking about The Last of Us.
That's right.
Okay, so
we
let's
did
get
have
back
a
on track.
topic. I'm so sick of looking at ourselves on the screen. I don't know how to.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna we should talk about Last of Us, and then we should spend the rest of the episode looking up local Airbnbs. Or Airbnbs in Aspen that we want to rent.
This is literally what you would do. Yeah, this is what you're going to do the rest of the night. You're going to look for okay, so Breckenridge has 5 nights for 450. So between the 3 of us, it'll be 3,000 a night, which is fine. You know, just put it on credit cards. Yeah, everybody files Chapter 13 eventually. It's okay, and it's going to be lovely. The snow will be falling, or we could go to what's another one? Snowy. Vail, Colorado. We're gonna go to Park City, Utah. We're gonna go to Sundance.
I go upstairs.
I would go for Sundance.
Listen, fellas, we're gonna get all the ladies. We're gonna go get a cabin.
Yes.
up to in the mountains, and it's gonna be me, Dev, Richie, just fucking going up on Airbnbs.
I don't know that I want to be a part of this trip. To be totally honest with you,
you would love it, Ida. We fly out there. Right? We get dude, it'd be so sick. We rent 2 GMCs.
See, it sounds like a lovely thing for me to do as a solitary activity.
No, shut up. So it's
I love being alone.
I know you do. We can all be alone together. So picture it. We wake up, we're in our jammies, you know.
That's an all-timer.
Coffee. We start with coffee. We don't do breakfast yet, and then we'll coffee, whatever. And then it's then we kind of do our own things. We all.
Are we grinding the bean, or is it already pre-ground?
Oh no, it's a Keurig.
Okay, I just want to make sure you'd given thought to a detail in a reality that doesn't exist.
I'm working that Keurig like a 5-year-old in a textile factory in 1910. I'm just popping open pots.
Yep.
There's 8 cups of coffee I'm making.
In between. He's not thinking about what he's thinking about all the love. He's thinking about all the coffee. What he's not thinking about. This is how I know you live in fantasy and you don't live in reality.
What?
Reality is actually you shitting for most of the trip. That's reality.
Okay, first of all,
reality. It's reality versus Instagram. You're living in Instagram. Okay. I'm living in reality, which is I hope somebody packed the poopery for John.
It would be so fun. All of us going to the grocery store togetr.
Yeah,
we're all just what do you like to eat? Let's get snacks. What snacks do you? What chips do you like, Ida? You like Lay's or are you a Ruffle gal? And we're just what kind of dip? Sour cream or ranch? What are we doing here?
Thinking about how fat I'm going to get.
Yeah, you're on vacation. Just enjoy yourself. I'm going to say that a million times.
How broke am I going to get? How broke am I going to get?
You're not going to be broke because we have all this money from Patreon. I'm going to look at I'm going to go to Ida's literally going to, I swear to God, that's going to be the entire vacation. I'm going to go, you're on vacation, Ida. Enjoy yourself. Eat a pound of fudge.
Yeah. Open up a new line of credit. Who cares? Who cares? No, who cares, right? You only live once. You know how you do get through to me?
What?
You say, Ida, it's a simulation. Nothing matters. Open up a new line of credit.
I'm not going to do that because that's unchrist-like. That's demonic.
No, but see, that would actually hit home with me much harder.
Okay,
I'd be like,
Ida, it's a simulation. Why
in
don't you
a
just...
world where we don't know, I mean, then maybe you do go. You look at it's. I'm like, what's the difference? That and Oculus,
Yeah, we'll put an what I'll do is I'll get some Oculus goggles and I'll cut out the goggle portion so that when I put it over your eyes, you're just seeing real life, and then you'll do anything. Then you'll actually.
Well, at that point, why don't we just do it in virtual reality?
Well,
why are you so averse to
imagine movie nights, right? So we get back, we start the fire up,
right?
You know what I mean? Got the eggnog
going. The other thing, you and I would never agree on a movie.
Well, it would be what we would do is we'd have an independent third party deciding the movies that we watch. We had the fans deciding the movies we watch.
All right, perhaps
that'd be fun, right, listeners? You get to decide what we watch, and we watch Triumph of the Will on Christmas Eve.
Well, they know not to disagree with me, or else they'll draw my ire. And
they're gonna make us watch Iron Giant.
I will do that. Or Princess Mononoke. What is the other cartoon I
like Princess Mononoke.
It's great. Yeah, I really liked that. You know.
Did you want to talk about Last of Us?
Yeah. Well, what is there to talk about other than it's utterly riveting?
What did you
Pedro
like
Pascal with a Southern accent is something I never knew I like quite needed. But
yeah, he's handsome.
Yeah, yeah.
He's kind of a daddy in that. The women are ugly.
He didn't look 36, though he did look older than 36. Yeah. But
he goes from 36 to 56 real fucking quick.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't matter when men age. It really doesn't. It's like seasoning a steak, marinating the steak a little longer. No, it actually really angers me. You don't deserve. Yeah. It's just, of course that's what it is. Youth is wasted on the young and also on, men.
Men, yeah.
Who don't care.
Yeah, well, really you guys get your 20s, we get everything else. But I didn't. There was no notable part of the TV show I really liked. I just liked that it was a decent show. What I will say is that, like, again, a show like that is like it's never gonna be. I don't watch scary shit, so this end of the world shit. Like to me, it's tantamount to like a really well acted and well executed roller coaster. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not looking at that with like any sort of like it's not something I love the way but it's great for right now. Like it's just what I need for right now, which is it's a complete out of body experience. It is really nice that they are finally addressing the homelessness crisis in Los Angeles for personal reasons to me. And Pedro Pascal is a great actor, and so are the psycho zombies or whatever. Yeah, and I thought that those little spider legs coming out of the old lady's mouth. Oh, that to me, that creepy. Fucked me. I can't even think about that right now. It was like a little fungus out of her mouth. I'm literally. Wait till you see her when first I saw clicker. That, I screamed. I literally screamed. You know that thing up against the wall? Don't even. You know that thing up against the wall? The fungus. How you haven't seen the second one? Right, there's no second episode. There's no second episode, okay. But the thing up against I played the video games. That's how I know. Oh, that's right. The thing against the wall. So you actually know what's going to happen. I know it's going to happen like 3 seasons down if they stick to the story. It's a really good story. So you've never seen The Sopranos, but you've played all of these video games because they're good. Oh, okay. And they're immersive. I can't jump into The Sopranos and eat gabagool with them. Like I'm not going to fucking. You very well could. Yeah, with your virtual reality goggles in the future, you're at the bada bing. Yeah, what's wrong with the bada bing? Everything's. There's, it's not as tasteful as I would like. No. But so it's gonna. Hold on, what are you talking about? What's on the shelf? Oh, the fungus guy that's against the wall. Those things come alive, dude. Oh, that was also fuck. God, every time you mention it, it's fucking terrifying. I didn't have a nightmare though. I really thought I would have. Not like an actual. Do you have nightmares about? No, sometimes I always think I'm gonna have a nightmare, and then I end up actually having a nightmare about something so much more mundane and innocuous, but that really fucks with my head. Like what? Like if my steak isn't really cooked right at a restaurant or something, and I spend too much money on it, and then I'm not gonna send it back, but then I go home and I stew. And then that's in my subconscious, and I think I've gotten it out of my head, but then I have a dream about like how angry I am about my steak. So then that ends up being a nightmare in and of itself because it's not actually it's just a really awful. I'm like reliving the dining experience. Very lame. That sucks, dude. It's actually so much darker than like getting fucking beaten alive or something in a nightmare because then you just wake up. I had my last 2 dreams. My last dream last night. I had a dream that me and my buddy had a bunch of guns and we were going shooting, and then we're in a parking garage and my other buddy gets hit by a car while he's trying to eat something, and I remember he was fine but like his food went everywhere, and I was like, fuck, that sucks. I was like, was this a dream or did this happen? It was the dream. It was the dream. Okay. And then the dream I had before that, I dreamt that I could make food at my stove, and I could my hands would teleport to my girlfriend and give her the food. So in your dream, you're serving somebody. In my dream, it wasn't serving. It was like a gift. I was like, I can't. It was weird. It was like a weird like Star Trek thing where I could move the food. And then I had a dream a couple weeks before that I was literally. It was, if you asked me if I could have any dream, that's my dream. It would be I'm in The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Okay. I was in like the Empire State Building. If it was my dream, I'd be in Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser. She was so hot in that fucking movie. Elizabeth Hurley. Oh, holy dude, fuck. I would have fucked her. Oh my god. Oh my god, Elizabeth. What happened? Oh, didn't she marry Michael Douglas or something? No, I told you about she married the billionaire that killed himself. Oh, that's right. Off the building I was staying. What a waste. I was hunting mummies with Brendan Fraser, but I was in like the Chrysler building in like the 1930s, and I remember like if that's like my dream, but in the
like so then it's like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, but it was really scary. Like it was a very
crawling
stressful.
Over for building.
Yeah, no, I wasn't King Kong.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, so I'm not.
Is that a video
not
game
a big monkey.
too?
No, but it was just stressful. I was hunting mummies, and it was actually like really scary.
It's not stressful. You loved it. Like,
I know.
This is your dream.
Well, that's what I would love if you said like if I could do anything on earth, it'd be hunting mummies with Brendan Fraser. But in the dream, it was actually really stressful because I was like my life was threatened by mummies.
Right,
and you had to kill them.
You're under extreme duress, but it's in a non-existent and artificial reality.
I didn't know it at the time.
Perhaps you did. Perhaps you actually are lucid dreaming on some level.
Have you ever lucid dreamed?
I'm sure I have. You know, I wasn't around to like write a screenplay about it like Darren Aronofsky. You know,
I've had one flying dream. I've had a bunch of lucid dreams.
I've had so many flying dreams.
Well, that's lucid dreaming. When you can
How
fly.
is that lucid dreaming?
Because you're controlling. When you fly, that's like a lucid dream.
But then I wake up.
When you can control
or when I'm falling
yourself.
off of something, I wake up.
Yeah, I had a lucid dream where I was in an exact replica of my high school, but it was like log cabins instead of regular buildings. And then
So not a replica of your high school, just
it was like,
Airbnb you wanted to stay at in Breckenridge.
Exactly, yeah, I was there. And then I just started flying, and then I flew into there was a giant woman, but she was a chandelier.
Then you flew into Tower 7.
I flew into Tower 7. She was a giant woman in the sky, but she was a chandelier, and I flew into her arms. And that was my dream.
Why are your dreams so gay?
My dreams kick ass, dude.
I was handing food to my lover before an angel embraced me in the sky.
An amazing thing. An amazing thing. I had one dream where I was in a space station. Oh my God. I can talk about this all day. I had one dream where I was in a space station. I was with my daughter. I didn't have a daughter, but in this dream I had a daughter. And we were eating at a food court in a space station. And somebody
That's kind of cool. In a food court like Xenon?
Just wait. Yeah, just like Xenon.
Oh my God, you know Xenon?
Fuck yeah, I know Xenon.
Did we just finally find a movie that we can really... Oh my God, Protozoa?
Yeah, so...
Zoom.
But somebody walked up to our table and just grabbed our salt and pepper shaker. Yeah. And I was like, that's so rude.
So
and then I went up to the guy and I was like, hey, I'm in front of my daughter. I can't be emasculated. Right. So I go up to the guy. I'm like, hey, give me the salt and pepper shaker back. And he goes, no, like, fuck you. And I kick him in the chest and he flies through the window of the space station. We all get exposed to the vacuum of space.
Oh, and then you die.
I killed everyone. Yeah.
Well, what about you? Ostensibly, you died.
I died. Yeah, I died too.
But while you died, you lived.
But yeah. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
No, he's so. But do you see how enthusiastic? Like it's like I feel like I'm dropping your ice cream cone when I bring you back to reality.
Well, you don't get this John that often. I just had a day off and I was rested.
He's rested. He's analyzing his dreams. Yeah. You know, he's reading his horoscope.
Dream journals.
Yeah. He's doing your journaling.
You would love Iron Giant. Like, seriously.
Oh, I'm sure I would. You know, it's what is it again? He's like a robot but cute.
No, but he's sweet and loving. But he machine of war,
right?
Invented by aliens, but he has amnesia, and he doesn't know what he is. He's a baby. He's essentially a giant robot that's a war machine, but he doesn't remember anything. So
does he become nice at the end, like a sentient robot?
Yeah, is this a
prelude to like the hell that's coming for all of us?
Well, it's like this little boy teaches is raising this robot that's huge. It's a machine of war, and he's just teaching him how to be a little boy.
You know what this reminds me of is when I started to feel bad. Have you ever seen those little robots that they deliver your food in WeHo?
Oh, I want to kick them over and beat them with baseball bats.
But you know what they do? They make them very cute and very round, and then they give them names like Maximilius or what is it, Maximilian or Maximus. I walked by one that was named Donovan, and I was like, well, how cute is he? And then I realized like this is the hell that we're about to end. This is what they're doing. They're making you sympathize and personify AI.
Well, the funny thing is like,
and then that leads into straight down a chute to hell, right to hell.
You can actually hunt those things and probably get the same gratification of hunting like an early man would get hunting a deer, because you just kill it and take the McDonald's.
Ooh,
inside.
like the wild hogs that they pay you to kill and hunt in Texas.
Yeah, you
from
just
the helicopter.
Kill it, take the fucking tender greens meal that's inside of it and then take it home.
Yeah, it's delivering Blue Apron. It's just delivering podcast ads. Isn't that what Tender Greens is?
I thought Tender Greens is that.
Is it a salad brand?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a little afraid of it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of hell, Babylon. I think Babylon was trying to do a little bit of a Kubrick-esque thing, not stylistically, but like in showing us this like very dark underworld of Hollywood. And really fell flat. Showed us like a scene where you go into like this absolute hell, like literally hell on earth. It's Tobey Maguire with really yellow teeth, and he takes you to the underworld, and now you're surrounded by, you know, freaks. Like in the, you know, in the 20s they would pay freaks to like perform. So you had had a guy eat a rat. Literally ate a rat. You had a bulky man eat a rat. And then you had a elephant man guy, and then you had people fucking like, it was I don't know if there's bestiality in it, but there might as well have been. And then there was an alligator that was like going to attack and kill everybody. And it was really, really horrific, and it was for nothing, kind of.
Have you seen the movie Freaks?
No.
It's 1920s movie about circuses and stuff. Oh. Yeah, you know, you don't like Freaks?
No.
They're fun.
No, it's not that I don't like freaks. I don't like the exploitation of people with physical.
Oh, well, you know.
I don't find that to be the. Oh, they also had a really lame blackface scene where they like forced this jazz musician to do blackface because of like some lighting thing. And then they just like went nowhere with that. Like it could have gone somewhere. They just did nothing with it. It was just like somebody just threw that in there to be like, well, that's how fucked up blackface is. And I'm like, great. Thanks for.
What was he doing? Dancing?
No, he's like the trumpet player, and he was like suddenly became rich and like a star in the 20s, and like suddenly is living this amazing life. And then at one point, Babylon was supposed to have sort of, it was supposed to be kind of I think like a historical commentary on like the transition from silent film era to talkies. Like, and so this scene in particular showed a jazz band playing. And this black trumpet player became very successful. And then there was a scene where all the lighting was like the spotlight was on him, which I guess made his skin lighter than than his band members. Yeah. And so they were afraid he was going to look white in the thing. So they made him paint his face so he'd be even blacker. So it was like a black guy doing blackface.
He was light skinned black.
By the way, they would have never let that scene happen if it was a white guy doing blackface.
Fuck no.
But if it's a black guy doing blackface, which how funny is that? If it's a black guy exploiting himself and making himself worse, that's fine. But if it's a white person, if it's Roger Sterling and Mad Men, when we're going to consider taking it off the streaming service, which is what they tried to do with that episode of Mad Men.
That would be a great movie about like a very famous black-faced artist. I guarantee you it's an intensely interesting story.
Well, I somehow am uninterested deeply in that premise.
It's got to be. I wonder what they thought about what they were doing, you know? It wasn't like... fucking, or like a movie about a clown. If it was Justin
Trudeau trying to look more like his father.
It's Justin Trudeau's costume party in 1985.
Just trying to look a little more Cuban. Yeah. Maybe took it a bit far. You know, then maybe I'd be into it. But
I love clowns. I love freaks.
I don't love.
I could take you guys to the Venice Freak Show. I'm like royalty over
I have no interest in going anywhere near Venice at the moment. Why? That because it's where The Last of Us is being filmed now. It's a demonic. I mean, the boardwalk like literally couldn't be any more. They've ruined Venice. They've just ruined Venice.
I had a dog jump into the canal one time. It was horrific.
Oh, go! What happened? Did
me
the
and
dog?
my brother
Are you now going to tell me a dog died?
Well, me and my brother got in a fist fight, and then the dog didn't know who to back up.
You have a brother.
Yeah, I have a big brother.
I think you forget too.
You know, he makes it hard. So we got in a fight, and the dog, we had a German Shepherd. It didn't know who to back up. It was like confused because it loved both of us, so it just ran away.
So it just killed itself?
No, it ran away, then jumped into the Venice Canal, and like we had to go get it. And this was the stinkiest dog of all time.
Oh God!
I was so worried it had like AIDS or something.
Well, at least it got you guys to stop, impaling each other.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we weren't fucking.
Is that what impaling means?
Impaling? Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Jesus Christ!
So you weren't fucking?
No, I was fighting him. Fucking fighting, smoking
Were
cigs.
you fucking the dog?
No, but he's okay. Relax, right. Babylon.
I'm just really trying to compete with Giselle here.
Did you have anything planned for today? Or we're just yapping.
I did, and I somehow cannot remember.
Let's go on Airbnb.
Oh, stop! I have half a mind to look up the Architectural Digest video with Aaron Paul. I have half a mind. Let me tell you what.
Turn it on. I love looking at houses.
It is the most cozy, beautiful cabin.
I like houses.
No, because this is such trash. I can't do this to people.
RVs. No, people want this.
You know what?
Come on. I guarantee you the listeners
Can a girl dream?
Yeah,
Can a girl dream? I mean, this tour of his house, I'm not going to lie, it's right up there with the finale of Breaking Bad.
I just looked up Aaron Paul. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's the first thing that comes up. Oh, hold on. We got to...
Good job, dipshit. Just spilling your hard seltzer.
there's this one part I've seen this so many times. There's this one part. There's this one part where his wife says.
Nice. Yeah, welcome to our house.
There's this one part where his wife says the word tangible, and he's like, "Oh, baby, you got your big words out today."
Says that?
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like so impressed. She said tangible.
Damn, bro.
It's
Damn.
immaculate.
Damn, brother.
It's the best. John, when I tell you this is gonna be the home of your dreams, you ain't seen nothing till you've seen this. He calls her Pretty Bird. It's really fucking lame, and I didn't even notice that ever, that they have coasters with Pretty Bird.
3 years ago.
Christ.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah.
Oh,
this is where we
yeah.
gotta stay.
Yeah, it's
Do you want to see
unbelievable. I'm just gonna let you just take. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, nobody ever leans the fucking laptop
You know
towards
what,
Johnny.
John?
Johnny's on all the fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
The screen should be facing Johnny sometimes.
Somehow I've started a rant about how nobody appreciates.
He appreciates Johnny.
Starts crying.
I'm
Please cry. Cry with an Australian accent, please.
I can't. Jesus.
How do you do that?
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That was chipped by hand.
From the Amish community.
And sort of just built the house.
He has a sauna. He has a steam room. He has a study.
He has little
You
bitch
know?
legs. That's what he's got. Look at his little bitch legs.
You see here,
Look at that couch. Montana moss.
He didn't hunt that moose. Don't
Oh,
put
look
that
what
up
look what
there.
they did. They had to crane that in.
Was put on weighs
Well, yeah. It's a
6,600 pounds. Pretty crazy piece of stone.
We play backgammon right here every morning.
She's
They play
Armenian.
backgammon.
Can you believe that?
fuck off, really?
And I
Yeah.
taught him how to play, and now I can't beat him. which
No,
is
that's not
sad.
true.
But this is like our spot. Every morning we sit here with our coffee. The amount of times I've just sat
Can you
here and
imagine?
read or
Damn.
just looked outside.
Can you
at
imagine?
snow falling.
John will
Damn.
go broke trying to rent this place.
Oh my God, dude.
Look at you. You've never been so mesmerized by anything in your life.
It's fucking insane.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, what you're feeling right now, what's
Tangible.
I don't know,
the
I just
feelings
love
you're
touching
feeling
it.
right now, I have
We're using
felt.
my big words today.
This.
Oh, wait. We missed her big. I'm so sorry. I'm so
We
sorry,
actually have this
folks.
belt.
We got to go back for this.
Hold on.
It just feels tangible. I don't know. I just like love touching
Tangible.
I don't know. I just love touching
Yes,
everything.
babe.
I'm using my big words today.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine
We
leaving
actually have
that
this
in?
balcony up here. We put in with the idea of just like being down here, talking to people up there, and with all of our nieces and nephews.
So
a
you're-
lot of them
so I'm up
perform
there, you're
Most
making
people
the
have never
coffee.
been
No,
up
no, no,
here,
no,
too.
no. Okay, so
Here,
no one's there. It's just
Right.
me and my AR-15 and my alpacas and my ATV, and I just go out in the woods and I set booby traps. I come back in the night. It's me and my chick. I got tomatoes and shit. I have a greenhouse.
I have no interest
I'm
in
making
hearing the end of
tomatoes.
this fantasy because I'm not involved in
All
like
right, okay.
living in
If
that
everybody's
house.
involved.
Frankly, no, I should be in there alone.
Okay, you're in
That would
there
be my
alone
fantasy.
playing
I
backgammon.
Potatoes. What they don't know, a lot of people don't know, is just rivers and lakes. And I grew up in Idaho. I was born in Idaho.
Oh, and it's in Idaho.
Grandparents.
How fitting.
built an
I mean,
A-frame
Pacific
house
Northwest,
outside.
technically. I didn't
How
know
amazing
that.
would it be? You're staying in this lovely house, then Brian Koberger just shows up with a fucking.
I'd fucking blow Brian Kohlberger's face off, dude.
Don't say that
Allegedly. In Minecraft.
in Minecraft.
That guy's a murderer. Fuck him. Gosh.
I would allegedly.
Allegedly. If that guy got within
Don't
20
say what you
yards
would
of my
do.
fucking house.
So we have
Look at that stone.
concrete.
Look at the
Well,
little.
turnips. He's got turnips. He's got
Who
tuber.
doesn't love a fucking turnip?
Love that,
In the
dude.
winter.
The turnip winter was a very dark time for my
I
people.
eat a lot of meals. This is our refrigerator. We
I like
I
Disney
eat
sweaters.
a lot of
the
meals.
house.
I love the trap music. The Christmas trap.
Everything that you see, when I say that he
Wow.
worked for 4 years making every decision. Were you nervous at all walking in, not knowing what to expect?
Yeah, were you nervous?
Oh, they built this place?
No, not at all. I mean, we have the same taste. We really love
Yeah, with
like,
their
the
own
same kind of
hands.
deep tones and
Yeah. We also like a lot of strange, creepy art.
yeah, like
Not in a scary way.
we're very much on the same page when
Yeah.
it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're
And-
kind
I
of
knew
weird.
what I was about
We're
to
just
walk
so
into, but I was
weird. I'm
also
kidding. I really love
blown
Aaron
away.
Paul. I
I
really
used
do.
to
And his
live in a
house is
closet 'cause I had no
immaculate.
money.
And
literally
Not
live in
live.
a closet.
Yeah.
if I
So
didn't
nice
already
to not
respect
live in a
him
closet
as one of his
anymore.
like
One of
the
our
best,
nieces, Darla,
greatest
was
TV
sitting
actors,
He's all right.
this
making Christmas cards for
please
everyone.
please
at the
don't
artist.
get me started on
The
whether or not
artist
Aaron
from
Paul
far
is
away,
one of the
I
best
must say
television
hello.
actors.
Look at his
in
big
history,
fucking
'cause
head
he
and
is.
his bitch
How much
legs.
I love Christmas.
One of the best actors. I'm so sorry to even reduce it to television acting because television is we're not going to go down that road again. But
If it was me and Aaron Paul in that cabin, I'd hunt him to death, dude.
you allegedly, if you were playing Minecraft,
If I was in Minecraft.
By the way, that's the response. Everything we say from now on
Allegedly
that's
in
questionable is allegedly in Minecraft.
Oh, look at the stuffed peacock. That's pretty cool.
Milk corn.
You know, I don't really care
Taxidermy's
for
fucking
the
expensive.
peacock very much.
I like peacocks.
You can go to Pasadena for a peacock.
And eating corn and
It's just nice to use your hands. You know
It's
what I
so
mean?
fun.
We sort of built
It's
the room.
nice to use
There's
your
something they
hands.
like each other too much.
It's
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 unsettling.
very much that.
It's
It's very much
unsettling.
like, oh, it's a little too much baby talk and a little too much,
Yeah.
you know,
This
goo
is
goo
our
gaga.
peacock.
There's no. I'd have
You know,
like.
let's reel it in
This
a little
property
bit.
is
Thank
actually
you.
named
If you have
after
property
this
like that, you
one,
need some
who
chattel.
I
I'd
What's
have
a
like
chattel?
A farm animal.
Bird.
I'd have like
Aw.
some pigs,
Sure.
an alpaca. I'd have a barn
It's
so they could go in.
alpaca. There's no L. There's no second L.
Alpaca.
Weird,
Alpaca, whatever.
odd, creepy
Emu.
way, but in a
That'd be-
fun way.
No,
In
fuck
a
that. Those things are like
peacocky way.
velociraptors. You don't want kids near an emu. I'd let the pig. I take showers with the pig every morning. I'll tell you that.
That's very cute.
I would let the pig inside. I'd name it
Honestly, I think
Winston
my
if it was a boy.
Oh,
and
that's
I'd-
very sweet.
I
I
name
would
it-
love to have a pot-bellied pig.
No, a big pig. I'd want a big fucking pig, like a big fat pig, and I name it
Sure.
Dottie. Dottie if it was a girl.
Look at that. Look how great that is,
That's
John.
where I keep my
I don't even
prisoners.
know what that is, but I love that.
That's where I'd keep my prisoners of war.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly in Minecraft. Damn.
I mean, yeah.
Too many open windows, not enough motion sensors.
What are we
Okay.
critiquing the
Floodlights.
beautiful
Where
fucking...
Floodlights.
Look at that bed. Don't you want to just jump on that bed?
I mean, yeah.
God.
It's just so nice in the mornings. just
Oh, is it?
sitting
Is
here
it so
and
nice
I'll be-
to
I'll
live
be
in the
honest
most
with you.
beautiful winter cabin of all time? What?
Kind of disgusting that they live alone in such a large space.
Okay, why?
Because have you been in a large space like that alone at night? It's unsettling.
I have.
It's unsettling. Too many open space. Too many places people can hide. You know.
Sure.
Too much. I want to know. I want to be able to from my bedroom.
I can
to
kind
hear
of
the
assure
front and
you
the back
it
door
doesn't
opening.
keep them up at night.
Well, you know, they would obviously.
area.
I would be fine.
Right.
The hill
Yeah.
just turns different
So
colors.
much
The fear you have
What
was
is this, The
never.
Revenant?
It's just so different. It's
Yeah, I mean, it's every room
Where's the
is.
shower? Oh yeah.
Oh
baby.
yeah, no. I mean, I want to skip part of it,
that.
but you can't look at that
The shower-
sink.
the
It's like you can't
showers-
skip any of it because it's so perfect. I could not have dreamed up a better place than
This
this.
1/8 the size. Maybe change the decor a little bit.
In 30 years, I'm gonna look back and be like, that mid-century modern dick is heinous.
Yeah, no, you
But at
want.
the time-
I love granite. I love granite. I love slate.
Like a stone something. He
I
was
never
always
thought I would
searching.
look at
I mean, you know, he met
so
her at
many rocks
Coachella.
on my phone.
Really?
The luck of
They're
this
all
woman,
here
yeah.
now.
It's.
All the
Jesus
floors are
Christ.
really toasty, so
He's like,
like-
I know immediately that
I'm
we'd
the
be.
lucky one. She rescued me.
Yeah.
Our incredible designer, Jake Arnold. threw out
She
an
seems
idea.
very
What do you
sweet. They
think
both seem
about
very
just
nice.
opening it up?
This about
Big
1/8
glass,
the
it's always
size, and then
Well, hold
a lot
on.
more
You would
property.
edit the house down?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm a man of God. This is disgusting.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
Neither of us are
Bathtub
godly.
is
I'm
Pretty
godly.
epic.
Just
Her
sitting
with
in
the-
here and then having the window open a little bit and just getting the cold breeze.
Godliness is not measured.
Hold on, I
measured in
want
virtue.
you to see the sauna, and I
measured in
want you to
faith.
see.
And then
Oh, look
just
at that when they have like you know
the
kids.
view
Oh,
from
look
up
at
here and
that.
seeing the
Look
water
at
and just
that.
how
Cool
still
chandelier.
it is
I would
right
have a.
now.
You know what
To be
chandelier I'd
honest,
have in
this
there?
was supposed to be.
I'm going to show you the chandelier. You might will.
Oh wait, whoa.
Okay,
What are we doing?
I want to show you a Tiffany
Oh
chandelier.
my god, I know what a
God
Tiffany
fucking-
lamp looks like.
No,
I'm
you
not.
don't. Not
I'm
this
not.
one.
You know.
Not this one.
I'm sure it's fabulous.
Growing
Hold
and-
on.
Fantasies and dreams.
Yeah, fantasy. Oh my god, look at that sink.
What?
Look at that
We
rustic.
just wanted, you know,
Bro, that's
people
cool.
to be able to kind of wind down,
Brush our teeth. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This room is fucking dope. This room's great. It's like the fucking lobby of the Bowery in New York.
God damn.
We
If you know,
are
you know.
obsessed
Oh.
with gambling and poker and all things games. So
We play poker quite a bit in here.
this is just a little ashtray. And,
This is giving me Shining
Yeah,
vibes.
a room like that, like somebody should be threatened in it.
We don't
It's
smoke.
really-
And when you
Somebody's
know,
head should be getting
But it
bashed
can
onto that
symbolize-
table.
but you know what's really happening is they're sitting here like reciting like lines from Wicked,
Yeah.
and that's what's so sad about
No,
this whole thing.
Aaron Paul's gonna wig out and kill his wife in that house, allegedly in
I love
Minecraft.
candles. So many candles. Wax everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
All
it's
over
on-
my, all over my Disney.
nipples.
Wax everywhere, all over my balls and nipples.
Normally we have way more.
Okay, this is
candy
what I'm talking
stocks
about.
Yes,
everywhere
dude.
right now.
This
We
is
just
the
have
most
hot tamales
beautiful
and
movie
gobstoppers,
theater
but
I've
Well,
ever seen
clearly
in a
we've
home.
clearly we spend too much time in here and eat too much candy. The first movie we watched in here was
The Shining.
Shining.
Perfect. Locked
Oh.
up
It
in
was
a
a-
cabin.
yeah. What
did you-
And
yeah.
little
Movie.
ticket stubs, and I made everyone come to the concession at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of
Okay,
cute.
yeah, no,
Now it's
that's
just
shut
That's
up.
kind of cute. What else is she gonna do? Fucking read the
I'm gonna
dictionary?
sit down and make my lineage. I'm gonna have
Tangible part 2.
my lineage. I'm gonna have like 18 children,
Over
Right.
here.
and they're all gonna
we
be
have
children.
2 beers on
I'm gonna
tap,
make them watch
a dark
Apocalypse Now
beer and
Redux.
IPA.
I've never
but
seen
all
Apocalypse
local
Now.
beers.
The oldest
Isn't that
one's
where
gonna
they
be
use a
10
head as
years
a
old.
soccer ball?
Yeah, the oldest one's gonna be 10 years old, and I'm gonna be like, "This is life." I'm gonna show them a
I'm
Vietnam
gonna
War
make
movie.
a Oaxaca.
And then you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
take them
smoke a
here.
cigar.
Very easy to make. She got me this
No
cocktail.
liquor,
He's like, I'm
Steven.
making a whole.
I love it so much.
Oh, look at this.
Smoking
He's making this.
cocktails. Fuck off.
What else are you gonna do?
Applewood. And
You got a place like this. What the fuck else is gonna entertain you?
Until it's ready.
You gotta have a little contraption to.
We'll speed it up.
I'm a
Cheers, my
bartender.
sweet
This is
angel.
lame as
Cheers,
hell.
babe.
I was a
Cheers to
bartender too. You know what I mean? It's not
It's
exactly
coffee
me.
and earthy and feels like you're drinking a little campfire.
Yeah, all the carcinogens are fun.
Carcinogens are fun.
I'm literally vaping while I'm
Angel.
talking.
I
about it.
mean, you
break
want,
them.
hey, watch
He called her
this, watch
Angel.
Oh my gosh, the perfect.
He
He's
calls
gonna-
her. He calls her like little bird.
He's gonna beat
Birdie.
her with the fucking allegedly in
Look at
Minecraft.
that.
No,
Look
dude.
at that.
If anyone would
Pretty
snap.
good.
That was a good break.
The light, but
They do seem like
good.
genuinely
This
just
has
very
always
sweet
read
people.
420 Forever.
It just happened.
This is we get it. You smoke weed. We get it. You're grounded and you smoke weed.
Just keep it like that.
No, they said it actually
The last
stopped
time
there,
we
and so
came
they
down,
kept
we
it at
walked
that.
downstairs and it said
I'm gonna just
4:30.
choose
And
to
this
believe
thing
them.
You have to really wind to get to whatever number.
No weed, no
Frankly-
liquor.
Someone was
Took
like,
that down and
I have no
changed it,
problem
and
with
I
that.
still don't know who it is.
whenever I do a job, well, jobs that I love, I tend to steal things from sets because if you ask,
Because I can do that.
He's like, this is a bag of meth.
From El Camino. Surprise! I stole this.
Whenever I'm on a project I really love, sometimes I take
This is an old
$5,000 out of the petty cash drawer.
Heritage print by William Morris.
That is a cool curtain.
It's a very cool curtain. Again, this is very Bowery. It's very shining. It's very.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Made it
It's
next to
luxury.
impossible to sign on to the Wi-Fi. So if you look up to sign on to a Wi-Fi, nothing shows up because we.
I want you to see the. Okay, hold on. They say that sometimes.
Oh,
while
there was
he's in the
sauna. Fuck yeah.
Sauna, and then sometimes he sees a deer
Zen garden.
walking along.
The time
Wow.
I walk down here, when I know who's in here, and I just hear like birds chirping, and
Just
waterfalls.
meditation
and-
music. But yeah, so here's the dry sauna.
Gorgeous.
This wood all came from a tree that we dragged from the bottom of one of the local lakes.
You dragged that tree, Aaron? You weren't doing that,
Tiny
dipshit.
little out of it, but then after seeing what it looked like after it was all cut up and dried out, we decided to use it here. I mean, it's perfect because it's cedar and it just smells.
I love
so-
cedar.
smells so
Yeah.
good. This is my spot up here. It's so nice when you're in here and you just watch a family, a deer walk by, and you're just sweating your ass off, and it's just.
He just gives him $100 bills.
Yeah, he's like, and then
Look at that.
I tend to
What is
split my
this?
Steam
time,
room.
but I think I spend the majority of my time.
I think.
Was that at a Blade Runner 2049? Look at that
I
shit.
know.
Jesus
It's
Christ. This is
incredible.
where I use my
I
animatronic
really want to
eyes.
see Blade Runner 2049.
It's good.
I've never seen it.
It's visually
His
stunning.
favorite thing to do that
Yeah,
like,
I
he tries
love
to get
the
me to
river.
do
Speaking of the Breaking Bad universe, they robbed Better Call Saul once again at the Golden Globes at the trash Golden Globes.
I'd be out there running two-gun courses.
The only excitement I had was watching, Mike White and Jennifer Coolidge get what they deserve. Frankly, that Sabrina Impacciatore woman that played the
Oh, I'd do
front
that.
desk lady at White Lotus, she should have won something. But I don't even think she was there.
You don't want kids? Look at that.
Build snowmen, smash each other in the face with snow.
You just drag them. Drag a little baby.
It's not that I don't like children. I just don't.
I'll have like 8. You can have one.
No.
You can have one and make it a bitch.
No.
You can have one and you and Devin can make it a loser. You can make it like Lululemon.
Thank you so much
No.
for coming, AD. We hope you enjoyed.
I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
What's tomorrow going to bring?
Who knows? Maybe I'll live in a different country with a different name.
Take her sweating and so
Who knows?
Marry an Italian prince.
much love.
Why not?
Uh,
I guess
need to
because the
show you
monarchy
something.
isn't.
Can I show you one Airbnb?
You're going to show me a chandelier.
No,
Now it's an
I'm gonna show you
Airbnb.
one Airbnb.
It's
all right?
already over the chandelier.
Listen, I'm gonna fucking. All right, watch this shit. This is how we have fun, guys.
Boise's great.
Have I shown you Fort Clonk?
But it's great.
No, but this is crazy. Why
Okay.
did it already know the website you were going to?
Because it's the shit. because I've
.uk.
Yeah. Are
You're going to take a little trip to Balmoral?
You getting excited?
By the way, did you hear about... I think you sent me the clip of Harry talking about the very Freudian slip-up with his mother.
No. I don't
Prince
know
Harry.
that,
Yeah, you did. You sent it to me.
This is my dream vacation with all you guys. Fort Clonk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's really pretty.
Yeah, beautiful. Listen, here's the thing. At high tide, this is covered by sea.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure it's fabulous.
Can't get out. You can't get out. You can't leave Fort Clonk.
I don't even like to think about things that I don't think will happen.
You can't leave. We're going to stay at Fort Clonk. All of us are going to stay at Fort Clonk. Now, listen.
You know what's much more likely to happen than this?
What? We stay at the fort?
A atom bomb going off.
Shut up. We're going to stay at Fort Clonk. Let's see.
Somebody's got to keep you honest, John.
Let's see, Fort Clonk. Look at these pictures.
It's really beautiful.
Look at that.
See, I can watch Architectural Digest videos because I already know I don't own that home, so it doesn't break my heart as much. Whereas
it's in the Channel Islands.
Places I could theoretically stay at, but like won't and not going to. It's like, why would I look?
Imagine late at night, right? You go. You get another place. It's haunted.
Yeah,
super haunted. I mean, and I'm in like I'm dressed like Scrooge.
Yeah.
In Scrooge, I have that nightgown on and the hat, and I have a candle. And I'm wandering around Fort Clonk, and
I don't like the name Fort Clonk.
I mean, look at it. Map. And local
God, could they not have?
We hang out at the Channel Islands.
Oh, sure.
History. It's built between 1853.
You don't know a goddamn thing about this place.
The French naval power.
Right.
You know what I mean? We stay at Fort Clonk.
Right.
Look at it. The locals would hate us.
Why would I like that? Why would I want to be hated by the locals? I want to go to fucking France. I mean, can we please stop? It's like, play me the hits. Take me to Rome.
All right,
take me to fucking, this is nice. This is nice if I'm, if I have enough money to have some niche trip to some place I've never heard of.
Check this shit out.
If I get an opportunity, it's like, hi, I'm going to Santorini or I'm going to,
here we go.
Really, honestly, I'd be going to London because I should see London. I really want to go to the UK.
Sant'Antonio.
I really want to go to Italy and I really want to go to France.
This sleeps 12 people.
I'm so sorry that the first on my list isn't, Beijing or something that makes me seem more interesting.
Look, it's got a view of a waterfall.
Why are you actually talking about it as if this is something that could happen?
It's gonna happen.
I mean, you're sitting there talking about the amenities as though this is like a possibility. Yes, it's lovely and won't happen for us.
I have 12 kilograms of gnocchi. Gnocchi. I eat the gnocchi. I eat the gnocchi, and I have a.
I mean, really, the fact that you make fun of any Sopranos character when you can't even pronounce,
Imagine the bolognese I can make in this bad boy.
John's calling it a ganache.
Ganache.
God.
This is where Devin and Richie could stay, right here.
Yeah. Listen, this little trip you want to have with your boys is not going to involve me.
Jealous,
if I get a trip, no, it's not that. I want you guys to have that for each other. I would prefer a more solitary trip where I don't have to hear howling and just something just slightly different than my daily life.
You mean like when they get drunk?
No, but in general. Yeah, just in general.
Imagine Devin in a foreign country with foreign police.
Night. I don't.
It'd be nightmare. Joey in a foreign country with foreign police.
I don't even want to think about them, frankly, right now. At this time of the night, to be completely honest, if we could just not say those names for like another hour, I would really fucking love it if we could just not bring anybody up that we know in real life. Because if that's gonna happen, then I'm gonna go off some real deep ends about people I really know in real life who have really drawn my ire as of late.
Oh, who?
Well, I'm not gonna say.
Oh, wow. You can make some guesses.
No, I don't want to talk about like my personal life because it just doesn't. Who cares? I barely care.
All right.
Frankly, I barely
air it out on Twitch, dude.
I really should.
Yeah, you should.
I really absolutely should. But there is something else that I think I was going to bring up, and I guess before we get out of here, about what? No, I don't know.
Where are we at?
We got a little more.
Okay.
I'd have to cut out some names here.
What? The boys?
No, just in general. Okay, wait. There was some stuff that let's see what is happening on Twitter. Oh, our boy Santos talked about how he was like a professional volleyball player or something.
What?
Yeah,
I heard he was
yeah.
giving a speech about like stealing in a stolen
What's
scarf.
the deal with the Justin Roiland? I never. You saying it was like something you'd watch?
Okay, I watched the
Did
first
you
couple
watch Rick and
seasons of
Morty?
Rick and Morty.
I
It
kind of
was
just
good.
assumed that, and here we are.
So he's a drunk. That's all you need to know, and he's a pedophile. So
Did you read the screenshots?
oh yeah, I read the
Oh
screenshots.
boy.
I read. Yeah, he's a drunk pedophile.
Oh boy.
He's a drunk pedophile, and when he gets drunk, he likes to talk to young underage women, and essentially, you know, it's like. You know, you see those guys on To Catch a Predator, and it's always like, you know, the text going back and forth. It's like, I'm gonna bring condoms and eat whipped cream out your ass, and like, and then it's, but like Justin Roiland's doing it, and like, it's a totally. I mean, he's asking like, have you had sex yet?
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm like,
relax.
so here's what I will say. I don't know anything about Rick and Morty. I'm sure it's
not good.
Good. I'm really trying to be respectful here. I think like the first episode I made fun of anime, and it's like I don't actually feel any kind of way about anime. I think I was just trying to say something.
Yeah.
I don't actually give a shit one way or the other.
Do people get mad at you for that?
Well, yeah, and it's just like I was just thinking of like hentai. I wasn't really thinking of anime, and I don't really know the difference. So this idea that I'm some like, but whatever. So I don't want to like shit on people's favorite show of all time, which is
Rick and Morty's not anime, dude.
No, but it's animated. It's fucking, I lump it all together now. It's like, hey, if it's not South Park, I don't fucking care. To be completely honest, I don't care if it's not South Park. Or The Simpsons, and that's really a rule of thumb. And it's like, I haven't even seen all the episodes of those shows. So, until that happens, I really could care less about, whoever's, new animated comedy series that's really just taken the internet by storm.
Yeah.
Especially when it's made
like
by a couple fucking,
one.
pedophiles, or I guess one of them's a pedophile.
But Dan
or
Harmon
a domestic abuser. Isn't he about to go to prison too?
Well, these guys, they have problems with their mother, and then they just beat the shit out of women. And
was that what happened? Did he really? I mean, I just find it hard to believe that guy's incapable, or that guy's capable, but I guess he is.
Any man's capable of being a woman.
That is very true. They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Most men. Just like anime, 90% of men are garbage. But
yeah, I'm not commenting on anime one way or the other.
90% of anime is dog shit.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that.
I'm saying 90% anime is about magic little girls, and it's not good. 10% anime, there's some really good anime out there, but most of it is bad.
Oh, okay. Well, so I guess my assumption wasn't completely
It is
wrong.
not wrong. You're
okay.
Right.
I don't.
You all fight me about that.
I don't really go off of facts when I think of like things like Rick and Morty. I kind of think about like the whole, right, which is the audience and the people that gravitate towards certain things. And so I just know that the people that sit there and what is the Pickle Rick? That's all I know.
Pickle Rick, there's an episode where he turns himself into a pickle.
Well, you care why?
Because it's Pickle Rick.
But why is it so good? Why do people love it?
I don't know.
Is it for children? Is it a children's show?
No, it's like it's like an adult cartoon.
Okay.
But it's like Reddit personified in a fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
it's dog
no,
shit.
like that's not for me. It's just not for me. And frankly, it's not really for anybody that I want around me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't want to say it's bad just because it was made by a pedophile domestic abuser. I don't want to say that it's bad just because it's, I know, separate the art from the pedophile. I know. I am capable of doing that.
I think power just corrupts, and I know that's so lame to say, but like, this guy gets a little bit of fame, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna get drunk and hit on.
He's probably always this way, wasn't he?
I'm gonna correct it. 90% of men with power, 90% of people with power are dog shit.
You know who would be the one exception to that rule?
We discussed this. Who?
Me.
Okay, well,
I should have power because I would be the first person.
All of our listeners.
I really think I'd be the first person to be uncorruptible.
You'd be. I mean, okay, if you were like, if you were like a fucking internal affairs officer in the 1930s in the LAPD or something, I think you'd be able to do your job.
I would be
well.
so fair.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd be fair. You're a real son of a bitch. You know that.
I would. Oh, I'm amazing, and I would be. Get out of here with you know what? I don't need negative people in my life.
Are you talking? Yeah, dude.
I don't need that toxic, negative, white male energy in my life.
Oh no.
Okay, put your beanie back on. You look like Tim Pool earlier. What happened to the beanie?
Oh, put the beanie. I did look like Tim. Here, listen. Look at this, guys.
Check it out. Hold on. This is gonna be a massive tone change the second he puts this on. Tim.
So you think that Twitter is freeze me? Yeah. That's what it
just starts farting.
Shitting
He
himself.
just starts by the way, that'd probably be a better show.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Tim Pool other than him being chronically obnoxious.
He's all right.
You know, other than that, no, his Kanye interview, I'm like, what are you trying to talk sense to Kanye?
Yeah.
By the way, you don't make sense half the time. So it's like, can you please stop?
You know, it's like, I think a lot. I always thought,
like, what is he not going to answer a question? It's like, he doesn't have to do anything.
He's fucking Kanye West.
Kanye West, who the fuck are you? A South Park character?
Sadly, I just think a lot of conservatives have much more ideologues than liberals at this point. I think a lot of it, like,
I don't think that's true.
I think it is. I think there's
true.
more.
I think it's
there's
a pretty
more
even playing field so
I don't
far
know if
as
it's that even. I think like fucking.
Well, you have the entire media, which is pretty left leaning, and they have a lot of central figures within that zeitgeist that are very annoying and very. They're not
Jordan
as famous
Peterson,
because they're
Joe
not
Rogan,
as. They don't have stars. You know what it is? The left
Yeah.
doesn't have. The reason you think that you're not wrong to think that. You're thinking that because we don't have any star power.
They don't have star powers.
I'm not even saying
Star
we.
powers.
I don't know why I said we. I truly hate both of them, but
because you're a lib, dude. You're a shit lib.
But I'm not, because I really love Tucker Carlson, and I don't want to.
Tucker Carlson kicks ass,
He
dude.
is so fucking funny,
Dude,
and his show is so engaging. My eyes are glued to the screen. Every face he makes, everything he says, he does talk a lot of sense. A lot of the time, he does. Does he pander to get views? Yes, but that's what his job is. His literal job is to be entertaining. People don't understand, like, the pressure of being a professional sociopath who does often say things that you want people to say, and nobody says it except Tucker.
I can't tell you how many times I've walked into my mom's apartment and Tucker Carlson's on.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I just pop a squat and just fucking
phenomenal.
watch some Tuck.
My whole life is just me walking by the TV, and my mom was watching the PBS NewsHour or Charlie Rose.
Oh. Yeah.
You know.
My mom liked the Antique Roadshow.
Oh my God, my mom loved that. I loved it too. I remember I hated it for the first 10 minutes, and then I would get sucked in even as like a 10-year-old.
Oh yeah, it's great. You're like, that Native American blanket's worth what?
You start looking around your house for like trinkets. You start imagining that you're going to stumble upon, like, you know, some thumbtack from 1935 is going to be worth $8 million, you know, and your whole life's going to be, and then nothing ever materializes that way. See, it's those dreams that die that make you realize the Airbnb and, you know, Mont Blanc isn't going to happen.
We'll have this one day. Fort Clonk.
Fort Clonk. I called it the Mont Blanc pens.
Mont Blanc.
You know, the Mont Blanc pens.
We'll have Fort Clonk one day.
Extremely expensive pens. Yeah, maybe one day. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope to be able to stay in Aaron. I hope to, you know, we should do the bling ring for Aaron Paul's house. Like, we should literally just try to break in and not try to steal any of the merchandise. Just
like
to
the
sleep,
strangers,
just to sleep on the bed.
We tie them up in a chair.
They're going to be in Idaho every day. I mean, that place is probably empty, I'm 365.
I'm like wearing a weird mask, like fucking holding him hostage.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's used to it. He's gotten beaten up in every scene of his life. He would just have PTSD to being on set again. Just getting his face fucking beaten in. His skull just beaten in every single scene. Last of Us, when is episode 2 coming out?
Next Sunday, I assume.
Next Sunday?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to have Last of Us updates on this show.
I'm so happy that we've finally seen something together that the both of us have seen and that the both of us really liked.
Yeah, we talk about it for 3 minutes. We're like, whatever, it's cool.
Yeah.
Also, you know, I tried to get you guys to watch Andor because it fucking kicked ass, and you guys weren't
Andor?
having the Star Wars thing.
Oh God, why would you ever try to get me into Star Wars?
Because it's actually there's some decent political commentary in that bitch.
Oh, like what?
Like
you know me, my favorite thing.
You have to rise up,
political
and fight
commentary.
The Empire. You do political commentary. Don't give me that.
Yeah, in the way that Wizard of Oz.
I was in prison. I was put in galactic prison for not complying to a stormtrooper's orders.
Sure.
And, you know, if you have no boundaries in galactic prison, you can get raped by an alien. And I listened to a man get raped by an alien for weeks.
What has this show devolved into?
There's no fairy bread in prison. You don't get fairy bread. You know what fairy bread is?
No.
It's a very popular Australian snack. What they do is they put white bread and they toast it with butter and they put sprinkles all over it, and it's called fairy bread.
That sounds. Oh, you know what? Yeah, they have it on Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a
Isn't that what they have on Christmas? They have fairy bread on Christmas.
Fairy bread. So
sounds like trash. Honestly,
you know,
sounds really.
I'm gonna give her.
I do have a few Australian listeners, which is very exciting for me.
Yeah, one of the grossest things I ever heard was I was in Thailand. Never mind.
Yeah, maybe save that for.
Well, listen, you know what they call having sex? Rooting.
rooting,
I'm gonna give it a root.
like a root,
like a root. Like I'm gonna put a root.
like getting like a rooter to plumb your
or like
for
that,
plumbing.
or like a root in a plant.
Roto rooter. What is
and,
it?
This guy talked about how he met a lady boy and then found out she was a lady boy, and then
Can we say that? Is that allowed?
shit! Is that he met a? Well, it's Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they call themselves. And then he's like, gave her a rote. And I was listening to this man. I just thought it was gross.
it was really,
You're
really
gonna cut
glad.
all
I'm really
this out.
glad you just decided to just let's just copy paste that from our mind into the last little part of this, just to wrap everything up, just to make everything really cohesive and
Give her a rote.
and good. Yeah, just give yeah, whatever that is.
Louis, Tomo, Jono.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
folks.
until the next season of The Crown. Good night
Good night.
and good luck.